Lana Turner, the glamorous Hollywood icon of the mid-20th century, first named Sweater Girl, and later characterized as the answer to oomph, found herself entangled in a series of scandals that both fascinated and shocked the public. As her career soared, so did the controversies that threatened to overshadow her silver screen success. One of the earliest scandals that rocked Turner's life was her elopement at the tender age of 19 with bandleader Artie Shaw. This whirlwind romance captured headlines and marked the beginning of a pattern of impulsive decisions in matters of the heart. In the spring of the same year, after the two had divorced on grounds of cruelty, Turner discovered she was pregnant and had an abortion. The press reported she had been hospitalized for exhaustion. She would later recall that Shaw treated her like an untutored blonde savage and took no pains to conceal his opinion. Tarzan star Lex Barker, Lana Turner's fourth husband, whose alleged abuse of her daughter Cheryl Crane would almost lead to murder. According to Crane, Barker first sexually abused her in the family sauna when she was only 10. In dissociative shock, she heartbreakingly recalls walking up to her room after the attack. Crane says, "I pulled Raggedy Ann and a teddy bear from the toy trunk and propped them beside me at a table, then set out tiny teacups," she writes. For a long while, a late day, softened into twilight, we had a very nice tea party, chattering away all manner of tales. Me and my friends. In horrific and vivid detail, she alleges that Barker violently raped her repeatedly throughout his marriage to her mother. Encouraged by school friends, Crane finally told her mother, who immediately went home and held a gun to a sleeping Barker's head. Then, writes Crane, she kicked him out. Weeks later, a frantic Barker allegedly accosted Turner and Crane in a parking lot, grabbing Turner's steering wheel. According to Crane, her mother reacted with true film noir prowess. Crane explains, "Mom said, 'I'm pulling out of here, and if you don't let go, I will run you over.'" She waited. His eyes narrowed in on me. With that, she hit the gas, dragging him along several feet until a grab of the breakers sent him tumbling to the asphalt. We sped away, and he shrank to a tiny figure dusting himself off, intently watching our fleet. Not too many years later, the 1958 stabbing incident involving Turner's daughter, Cheryl Crane, and mobster Johnny Stompanato became one of the most notorious scandals in Hollywood history. The altercation, which resulted in Stompanato's death, exposed the darker side of Turner's personal life and led to intense media coverage. The courtroom drama that ensued further fueled the public's fascination with Turner's tumultuous life. According to Cheryl Crane, Turner's daughter, at the Oscar ball, 14-year-old Crane finished dancing with Sean Connery. "Cheryl, love," he whispered in my ear, "look over there at your mum. That's what I call a star." But a catastrophe was brewing. That night at the Beverly Hills Hotel, Crane overheard small-time hood Johnny Stompanato, her mother's latest toy boy, screaming and abusing Turner. In her autobiography, Turner explicitly describes the physical and mental abuse Stompanato heaped on her. Turner refused to go to the police for fear of bad publicity, but bad publicity would soon come tenfold. When it comes to what happened on the night of April 4th, 1958, Crane and Turner's stories are perfectly aligned. Turner says she attempted to break things off once and for all. Stompanato then went crazy, threatening to destroy her face and harm her mother and child. As the fight escalated, a frantic Crane listened at the door as the abuse continued. She ran downstairs and grabbed a knife before running back upstairs while the screaming continued. Cheryl explains, "I picked the knife up off the floor. The door flew open. Mother stood there, her hand on the knob. He was coming at her from behind, his arm raised to strike. I took a step forward and lifted the weapon. He ran on the blade. It went in. In. For 3 ghastly heartbeats, our bodies fused. He looked straight at me, unblinking. "My God, Cheryl, what have you done?" The killing was ruled a justifiable homicide. But while Turner's career continued to soar, thanks to her casting in films like Imitation of Life, Crane, racked with guilt and anger, justifiably blamed her mother for their new infamy. Along with the seemingly never-ending scandals, Turner faced financial troubles, with rumors of lavish spending and financial mismanagement. These challenges added another layer of complexity to her public image, portraying a star who struggled with both personal and financial stability. Despite the controversies that surrounded her, Lana Turner managed to maintain her status as a Hollywood legend. Her resilience in the face of scandals and the ability to reinvent herself kept her in the spotlight for decades. The scandals of Lana Turner, while tumultuous and at times tragic, contributed to the mystique that surrounds the golden era of Hollywood and the enduring allure of one of its most captivating stars. Lana Turner somehow survived living a dangerous and difficult life and eventually died from cancer at the old age of 75 in June of 1995. Her magnificent career spanned 43 years, and she performed in a remarkable 83 films.